So it's officially been 1 year since I purchased my Kapital Century Denim number 9. And today I want to go over the things that I like, the things that I dislike, whether I'd buy them again, and then how I would style them. Welcome to my channel. My name is James and I like clothes and well-made things. And let's get into the jeans. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I did a review on these last year, so I definitely recommend checking out the video up here. But these are my Kapital Century number 9 denim. The number 9 denim is a black unsanforized 12-ounce denim from Japan with a brown mud-dyed shishiko. I ended up purchasing these from the Blue and Green store in New York City. If you're not familiar with Blue and Green, they are an amazing boutique out of New York, obviously, and definitely worth checking out their website. However, if you are looking to go somewhere a little bit different or you're local to Chicago, I highly recommend going into Independence. They just recently got a good restock of these and they are amazing. The people over there are super cool and always a great experience when I go over there. I got something that I purchased from them a couple weeks ago and I'm waiting for it to come in, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited for that. But again, these are a mud-dyed shishiko, the number 9. They do a few different versions of them. So the jeans themselves, they do a 1, 2, 3, a number 5, a number 7, and a number 9. Like pretty much all jeans, they are inspired by the Levi's 501. So some of my favorite things about them are going to be the donut buttonholes for obviously the fly, the cinch back, which I think is just adding such a great kind of look to it, and then the back kind of tab, which is designed like the 1937, 1944 versions. And I really like these jeans. Obviously, the thing about these jeans that I like the most are going to be the shishiko. So those of you who are familiar with the process, so Kapital, what they'll do is they'll make obviously a pair of denim and then they go through a few different processes. So this is the black denim with a mud-dyed shishiko. I believe it goes through like 2 or 3 different factories before it will actually be done. So that is something that is quite cool. Over the last year, I've definitely gotten a few different types of fades. So some of my favorites you're gonna see is the whiskering on them. Because they are a black denim, they faded pretty quick to white. These jeans faded much faster than I expected. I have been wearing them a lot, but not like a crazy amount. In the year, I've done no washes and I've got probably between 50 and 70 wears. I wear a suit most days for work, so the only days that I can wear these are like when I get home or on my days off. So take that with a grain of salt. And the wear that I'm doing is just gonna be city wearing. It's nothing crazy like going, you know, hiking or something along those lines. You're starting to see some decent whiskers. And then you're seeing where the shishiko, the brown, is actually starting to turn white, which I think is really great because it does add a really great contrast to them. I'm starting to see some honeycombing in the back. The shishiko is really fun and I think they're kind of wearing in really, really well. However, there are some things that I don't love about the jeans. First things first that I don't love is the fact that they're non-salvage. For those of you who are big into denim, you already know that like salvage is the identifier of good jeans. And I know that is partially true, partially not true. Lee didn't do salvage for quite a few years. I know Wrangler didn't do salvage for quite a few years, but kind of across the board, broad stroking, salvage is kind of the showing of standard of being good. So there is a little bit of kind of hesitancy for me to cuff them. I know a lot of the people in the denim community, or like not so much the denim community, but like the new kind of denim people are like, oh, you should never cuff your jeans unless they are salvage. And yes, I mean, I think that is true. I'm not gonna tell a person how to wear their clothes. Like wear them how you feel comfortable and wearing you like them. I like wearing my jeans with a cuff. So I will wear these with a cuff. And a big thing too is the jeans themselves are going to shrink. So they do expect these to shrink like almost a full inch in the length and then maybe about a half an inch in the waist. That's why I'm a little hesitant to wash them because they fit me perfectly right now and I don't want to wear like skinny jeans. But that is definitely something to think about. They are extremely long as well. So you're definitely going to want to make sure if you're a shorter person to go have them hemmed. Make sure you keep the hem just because that way you can use that for patching or something down the road, which would be quite cool. And then another thing that I don't love about them is how quickly they are turning white. So for somebody that hasn't worn these a lot, I've seen people that have taken them and done 1 washes on them and the brown goes to white really, really quick. It feels like all the mud dye just kind of comes out of the jean. I know it is like a silk cotton thread, So it is a little weird. I just don't want a pair of jeans that looks like I'm wearing pinstripes, so I am hesitant to wash that. And then obviously the shrinkage, right? Like I said, these jeans fit me well. Make sure you get your measurements and you know your measurements and you plan for that. And those are kind of my dislikes of them from a personal level. Now let's get into would I buy them again? So the answer to that is yes, I would definitely buy them again. They're my most worn non like blue jean. And the reason why I would buy them again is because they add such a level of like interest to my outfit. I can let the pants be the one kind of making the wardrobe and making that kind of cool. They are quite expensive. So my advice to you is if you're buying a pair of jeans that you're not sure about, first things first is make sure you know your size, your fit and everything, because they are expensive. However, I do think they're worth it. They are a wider kind of fit than traditionally like a pair of 501s would be. These are more of like a vintage 501 from like the 40s, back when denim was a lot more kind of wider leg and more utilitarian, and it wasn't about being like stylish. So that is something to think about. They are a wider fit. Definitely worth getting if you're kind of bored of your traditional denim and you want to move on to something a bit kind of more unique and you want to have some fun and you have some disposable income. Don't max out the credit cards for anything. My advice. Believe me, I've done that and it's not worth it. But I really like these jeans and I think they are definitely worth the price if you are looking to kind of add something a little bit more unique and have some fun. Now I want to get into like how I would personally style them. With a jean like this, and again, I'm not like a big stylish person. I'm like a classic dressed person. I don't really go outside of my comfort zone. I try to push myself a little bit, but if you're looking for like some avant-garde kind of aesthetic, then I am not your person. You might as well just get rid of me now. However, I do like to kind of push the envelope a little bit. So for me, my favorite thing to wear these with are my Bottega, like a big chunky boot. It doesn't need to be a Bottega boot. It can be something that you found at ASOS or Zara or something like that. I like a big chunky boot with these because it kind of just elongates my body a little bit, and I do wear these a bit more cropped. And then I'll wear them super classic with like a pair of Vans. I love that because the jeans itself are the ones that I'm letting do the talking. I'll wear my Levi's vintage clothing hoodie, which will look perfect with that. And then I'll do something like my Dickies jacket. I have a really beautiful Dickies jacket that I like. I try to go with darker colors. So like a Dickies jacket, I have a Barber jacket, which is from Noah that I love. That looks really good with this. But I really let these pants kind of be the winner. And I like to go with a bit of a chunkier shoe with them just because I think it adds kind of weight to the whole body. But overall, I really love these pants and I think they're a great kind of look for that. After a year wearing them, I would definitely purchase them again, and I'm happy that I have the opportunity to purchase them and wear them. Definitely recommend, if you are looking for something less expensive, definitely check out the number 5 or the number 7. Those are great options as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.